Take 4. Hi, I'm Belinda with Belinda's Baubles. Welcome to Christmas in July, July 15th. And I have just been talking to you guys for the last 10-15 minutes without the camera on. It is about 11:30 in the morning. I've already had my coffee. I'm now working on a new energy drink. 0 calories, 0 sugar, called Update. I've never tried it before. This is pineapple flavor, and it has a lot of B12. So I'm hoping that that might help me. And I am drinking it out of my new cup that Sam got me. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says limited 1966 edition, vintage, aged to perfection. Or at the present. But Steve and I are enjoying our time out here. I don't know where I'm going to sit that. Okay. It's glass and I don't want to drop it. The sun's been going in and out. Squirrels have been active today. I'll put a little bit of video in here. Ignore the dirty windows, please. It's not something I enjoy doing or like doing, and Texas windows get beaten up by the weather. Sometimes the dirt is a nice insulator. At least that's what I'm telling myself. But I'd looked out there, and Squirrely had been up close to the house chewing on a leaf. And I've got this nice top I haven't worn before. It was gifted to me secondhand. And Ziva was in my lap a minute ago while I was talking to you guys. She decided to share some mud. It rained yesterday. The ground is still muddy. And I was feeling a bit elegant in this top. It was feeling so nice and cool and comfortable. And now I'm going to have to go change. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I want to get a little bit of knitting done. I've spent my morning editing. I'm working on day 2 of the North Texas Yarn Crawl. I hope you guys are enjoying day 1. If you haven't seen it yet, please do go over, like it. I'm dropping everything. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I'm trying to get YouTube algorithm to like me again, because right now it doesn't. Playing overhead.
A few moments later.
I am in a direct flight path for a commercial airline or a commercial airport. So we get a lot of plane traffic. Sometimes it feels like I could wave at the pilots. They were so close. But last night I came out here and did my voiceover for the yarn crawl, and it was so calm and relaxing after the rain. And I wasn't even eaten up by mosquitoes, which surprised me. And so I'm going to try that again. So I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. They haven't really been around lately. And so they're coming back after the rain. So I'm enjoying the ambiance back here. Okay. So anyways, if you've ever wondered about how long editing is on one of these highly edited videos, such as yarn crawl or fiber festivals and things like that, basically one 30-minute video takes me about 6 to 8 hours of recording time between talking to people, driving, things along those lines. That then I have to edit it down, and I do voiceovers or add some music, and I do research on what has caught my attention. I love going back and looking at these because it gives me the chance to really see what caught my eye and figure out why, and do some additional research so I can share it with you guys. Now, in the day 1 North Texas Yarn Crawl. I went to Denton County's historical park and the Bayless Selby House. And there just was not time for me to put this on there, but I know a lot of you guys are murder mystery fans like me, and it's not a murder mystery, but there was a murder, basically, or self-defense killing in that house. And it did have to do with the Baylesses. Now, let's have a little story time here. I've got my notes, and let's see what I can come up with here. So the Bayless house, they were, it looks like probably about the third owner. It was built, I think, around the 1850s, 1860s. And it was by a prominent Dentonite that was the first owner that anyone has tracked. So where are my names on here? I've got them written down. So Samuel Bayless and his wife Mary purchased that house along with the 10 acres in 1898 for $800. Now they renovated it, added electricity and plumbing and a 2-story addition for an additional $1,500. And they were truck farmers. So they just basically they grew on their property and then took it by truck and sold it elsewhere. And that's how they lived there. And they seemed to do pretty good. They also had at least one sharecropper, and his last name was Spears. And part of the sharecropping thing was that whatever the sharecropper sold his items for, he had to share it by giving 50% of what the purchase or what was sold for to the Baylesses for use of the property and for living on the property. So what happened was, I can't remember what year, I don't see that I wrote it down, but it was around the turn, well, yeah, it would have been around the turn of the century. And maybe in the 1910 teens, Spears, the sharecropper, sold a last bale of cotton, and he had not gotten that sale approved through Samuel Bayless. Samuel Bayless got so angry over this, even though Spears was sharing the half of what he had sold it for. He got so angry, in a screaming fit, he took a board and went after Spears. Or maybe it was Spears that hit him. Anyways, Bayless attacked Spears, the sharecropper, and Spears hit back. And whenever he hit back, it killed Bayless. And there was a big trial that happened, and Spears ended up being acquitted for self-defense because he was just protecting himself. But Bayless apparently had a huge temper. Well, after that happened, his widow just could not handle living there any longer. So she actually made arrangements or talked to the Selby family, who had another house, and they were also truck farmers, and asked to switch houses and property. Well, the Bayless's property, even though it had less acreage, was worth more than the Selbys. So the Selbys ended up having to pay the Bayless widow, Mary. I don't think I've got the amount here. Yeah, but they had to pay her some money, and it was in a few $1,000s. I can't remember if it was up to $10,000 along to get that other property. But once the Selbies were in the house, they no longer just truck farm. They also ended up switching over to being flower growers and florists, and they continued that for generations. But it was 1920 when they switched it. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So that's why it is the Bayless Selby house. And the Selbys eventually, I think, sold the house to the Historical Society for not much money at all. And then they renovated it and moved it onto this property. But I thought that was quite interesting to me. Okay. There's information out there on the internet if you want to delve into it and read up on the finer details that I skirted around. But that was just a little bit of history to go with that house. So they do claim that Samuel Bayless is a ghost within the house. Diva's over here panting. She needs to go in. But she wants me to take her in. Okay, so what else has been going on? I started that to tell you those videos. Yeah, ADD is really bad today. I started all that to tell you that it does take about probably on average 15 to 20 hours per video between recording, voiceover, editing, and research. And so that's why at the time whenever I recorded it, there was just too much going on within the household and within the extended family and with work that I just did not have the headspace to do it at that point. I like to edit quickly so I don't forget anything. And that's part of what's taking me longer to edit now. But this morning I spent a few hours editing, and I've got my rough edit done to about halfway mark on the video for day 2. Day 3 is going to take a bit longer because it's going to be not 3 or 4 shops. It's going to be, I think there was 6 shops that day, because that's the day that I rode the bus, the yarn crawl bus, with Bill and a couple of other friends. So that's going to be a story in itself. So it is coming. It is coming. I also have another video coming for you guys. I finally have gotten my notes written up on the wool allergy video that I've been working on for 2 years. I do need to gather together, record it, and then gather together some external footage that I want to add in. These wasps are getting closer, so I may be about to go inside. Ziva would appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to get a few minutes knitting done, because I didn't do it here with you guys. And you see that one just go right by. Okay, yeah, I'm going in. And I will catch up with you guys later. I do want to get some yard work done today. I have a Zoom to do today, and I want to go get my last birthday freebie from a Hawaiian fast food restaurant. So I think it's Hawaiian Brothers is the one. So like I said, dropping stuff. So I'm going to go inside before I drop my head on the ground. And I'll see you guys later.
Oh, thank you. Wide Bros going to start for you today.
Picking up an order for Belinda.
All right, let me take a look. All right, for Belinda, it was just that Honolulu bowl with macaroni?
Yes.
All right, I'll see you at that second window.
Thank you.
Belinda, you had a Honolulu bowl with macaroni on there and
yeah.
teriyaki in the bowl. Was there anything else for you?
That's it.
You have a good one?
Thank you. thought I'd find someplace shaded to give this a try. With Hawaiian Brothers, I have the app. I'm a member of their little service. And they didn't give me a fork or anything. Okay. Member of their service. So this is what I'm getting for my birthday treat. So I'm going to take this off and show you. My favorite is their Hawaiian chicken and macaroni. And it even has, this is their $10 bowl, it even has a little bit of rice underneath there too. But I'm going to try to stay away from the rice because I'm already hitting my carbs for today with that macaroni. All right, I will see you guys in a bit. I actually found some chopsticks from Panda Express in here, so let's give this a try. I've never eaten macaroni with chopsticks before, but I should be able to. I'm out of practice. So good. The Hawaiian chicken has a garlic sesame sauce on it with green onions. And then the macaroni salad is just something that you find in Hawaii like crazy as part of their plate meals. So I'm going to go enjoy my lunch. Bye. If you ever need some rain, just let me know. I'll put my laundry out. Apparently that's all it takes. Good afternoon. It is 5:30 in the afternoon and it's only 73 degrees out here. It's got a chilly wind. It feels so good. It's like being in air conditioning outside and I'm loving it. I just got off a Zoom for the make along with Mandy with Mouse Switch Yarns. I needed some coffee. I was falling asleep because as you saw in an earlier clip, I had the laundry out and it started to rain. But it brought this amazing weather. And this, with the rain and everything, it made me sleepy. But I have had this mulch out here since April, maybe March. And I need to get this area cleaned out again. And I wanted to put some, the areas I'm giving up on the wildflowers. It's just not happening. I get maybe 4 or 5 a year. And I've got about an hour before the rain comes in again. So I'm going to see how much I can get done. I want to put some cardboard down some water dripping up above. I want to put some cardboard down and put the mulch over top of it. That'll kill off the grass. But I need to do a little cleanup first to make it where it'll flatten out a little better. So here's to my coffee. People are coming home from work. And let's see what I can get done. Oh, if you're wondering, the top here is the Jessie made Secret Summer Crop. And the yarn is golden from, I need more coffee, Charming You. And yes, that is the yarn I kept looking at on day one of the 2026 North Texas Yarn Crawl. That's what that color was. Okay, here we go. There's so many layers here. I'm seeing rocks from when I used to have rocks in this, and a light. Lights that have gotten broken. Sam went to go do disc golf and wanted to know if I wanted to go walk, because it would be the perfect day to go for a walk. But it's also the perfect day to get some of this done. Do one little section at a time and see where I get to. I'm trying to make sure I don't get into any ant beds or wasp. Such as that one. Look at that. Yeah. Luckily, no adults are floating around it, but I have made them mad. They're looking for it. Put that piece down there. I don't want to take any chances of the wasp coming into the bag looking for it. If I can get any more. I'm out of my wasp spray. Okay, there's another one. You see that? They are flying all around over there. This is that's part of the bush I want to keep, but I just need to trim it up a little bit. I think there's 2 wasps over there looking for their babies. Yeah, they're very active. that may be all I'm doing in the daylight right now until I get some more wasp spray. Well, I got a small corner.
Ziva's not too sure about this change in weather. It may be too cold for her. She had to have her blankie. What do you think, Ziva? Ignore the snoring dog and the air conditioner sound, please. I guess I should show you my progress. I've added the third color in, and it's behaving nicely for the moment, even though my model is moving. Okay, I really will see you tomorrow.